Wow, folks. This one is low, even for Donald Trump, and full stop, this story may be triggering for some people. This is Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. Ahead of his inauguration tomorrow, President-elect Donald Trump stopped off at Arlington National Cemetery to lay a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier. Presidents generally do this ahead of the inauguration as well as several times throughout the year. The ceremony is considered one of the most solemn in the American tradition, the way it honors our fallen veterans. But, spoiler alert, what Trump did today only seems like an insult. Stay tuned. For the record, this isn't the first time Trump has gone to Arlington, ostensibly to honor our fallen military, and it isn't the first time he's proven to have ulterior motives either. You may recall that in August of 2024, Trump made a stop at Arlington to do the same thing, place a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier. Remember this?
What happened here?
Right. Well, Sarah, so a lot of back and forth from both sides, the Arlington National Cemetery, but also the Trump campaign on what exactly did happen. But what we know is that some people who worked at the cemetery had blocked members of Donald Trump's team, members of his campaign, on Monday from attending and participating in some of the wreath ceremony when Donald Trump was laying some of the wreaths on Monday to honor the 13 fallen U.S. service members who were at Kabul's Abbey Gate during the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. Now, I'm going to break down some of this for you. So the big question here is about whether or not Donald Trump was able to, participate in partisan events, as the cemetery calls it, while at that visit, particularly in this area called Section 30. Now, we did hear from Donald Trump. He posted, as you mentioned, Sarah, on Truth Social. And as you said, he did seem to argue that perhaps this was because of photography. This is what he wrote on Truth Social. And they also included a post or a letter from the families who said that they had supported this effort. He had said, quote, "We had given our approval for President Trump's official videographer and photographer to attend the event, ensuring these sacred moments of remembrance were respectfully captured, and so we can cherish these memories forever." And that is from the families of some of the service members who were killed during that Afghanistan withdrawal a couple years ago. Now, I will also add that the cemetery, for their part, had said in a statement to CNN that federal law prohibits political campaign or election-related activities at Arlington at Army National Military Cemeteries, So that's where some of the dispute is here. Now, I will say NPR was the first to report some of this. They had said that they had heard from someone at Arlington National Cemetery who said that there was a physical altercation between members of the cemetery staff and Donald Trump's campaign.
That's right. Donald Trump tried to stage a campaign event at Arlington, which is a direct violation of the cemetery's policies, not to mention an insult to the veterans honored at Arlington and their families. Some places, some events are meant to be above partisanship. Of course, with Trump, any chance to self-aggrandize takes priority over everything else, and his little stunt at the cemetery culminated in a physical altercation. Trump proved he had other priorities today as well. The president-elect arrived a full 30 minutes late to the ceremony, delaying everyone. Apparently, members of his own team didn't even know he'd be running late. Check this out. This video shows Vice President-elect J.D. Vance and his wife Usha waiting outside for the ceremony to begin. Finally, tired of waiting, the two actually bail, going back inside the cemetery building. 10 minutes later, First Lady Melania Trump arrived and joined the ceremony as well. And waited, and waited, and waited. Trump couldn't even show his wife proper respect by joining her on time. Of course, given Trump's history of infidelity and violating campaign finance law to pay money to an adult film star, maybe we shouldn't be surprised there. Finally, at long last, Trump appeared along with Vance to begin the ceremony. At this point, it was running more than 30 minutes behind. I feel terrible for the people outside there. The area is currently experiencing extreme cold. Also, has anyone else noticed how Trump shuffles his walk down those steps? This footage will do nothing to silence the ever louder rumors that Trump has begun to decay, mentally and physically, either due to age or due to dementia. Regardless, Trump has demonstrated yet again that he always has one priority: putting himself first. You know, as the grandson of a World War II veteran, and as someone with other veterans in his family, This makes my teeth hurt. Donald Trump ran on a campaign of supporting the troops and restoring the American military to its former glory. Forget that the United States still has the most advanced and powerful military force in world history. Of course, insulting the troops is nothing new for Trump either. Besides his publicity stunt at Arlington last summer, former Trump White House Chief of Staff John Kelly, who served under Trump during his first term, revealed that Trump privately disparaged veterans. According to Kelly, Trump refused to pay tribute to the American soldiers who died in France during World War I, calling the fallen heroes, quote, suckers and losers, unquote. Kelly went on to say Trump, quote, has no idea what America stands for, end quote. At this point, that's a statement of the obvious. You know, there's a reason why placing a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Arlington, or any other place on this planet where American soldiers are entombed, is considered a proud and solemn tradition. These people fought and died to protect the homeland. They paid the ultimate sacrifice to defend their countrymen and the values enshrined in our founding documents. Donald Trump has never defended our country. Not when he got military deferments for bone spurs, and not even when he served as president the first time. It's not that he has no idea what America even stands for. It's that he doesn't even care. We have a feeling that today's stunt at Arlington won't be the last time Trump insults American veterans either. This is Occupy Democrats.